Hello, children of the universe. Welcome to today's reading. So the last few days I was getting signals and signs from the universe to do another signs, symbols and synchronicities video. So I thought I'd better get round to doing that today. So I apologise because I think the last one I did was about 2 months ago, so it's really quite a long time. I am going to be bringing the signs, symbols and synchronicities series to a close at some point. There might be one more after this one. So this one is number 7 in the series, and anyone who follows me on this channel knows number 7 is really, really lucky, a divinely lucky number for me. But before we dive in, guys, I want to just explain the table. So we have signs, symbols and synchronicities that I've been picking up the last couple of days, and particularly today we have Sunday the 13th of July, and it's about 1:30, 2:30 in the afternoon. Beautiful sunny day here in Somerset, UK. And really, really hot. And I thought, actually, I might just go and get an ice cream, but I thought, no, I want to do the video first. So after this, I will go and get an ice cream and sit with that to hopefully watch the Wimbledon final, which will be quite exciting, I think. So we're smudging this sacred space with Palo Santo incense sticks, joss sticks. As you know, again, if you follow me on this channel, the Palo Santo comes from the Glastonbury Hoard. Hoard, for me, being the collective noun for a group of different types of joss stick or incense sticks. So, I love that smell. So that is wafting mystically across the screen and behind the computer. Otherwise, it will make me cough, and we don't want that. So, I think I've got everything. I've got a fan, keep myself cool, and we've got the item that was found, plus the other messages and downloads over there. And we're going to close the reading, not with a card today, lovely cosmic children, but with a couple of charms from the charming bag. So the crystal, we have 2 crystals today gracing. We have the beautiful amethyst stone on the PC, and we also have the clear crystal quartz from my lovely friend Jan. Perfect. I think that's it. Without further ado, let us begin. So, signs, symbols and synchronicities. Today's number 7. So I'll kind of do them in the chronological order of how I got the downloads, or how I noticed things, how things came to me, how things were shown. That makes sense. So a few days ago I was out for a walk. As usual, I go for walks every day, and I passed this item on the path in front of me. And it's often the case, I'll step over it and think, oh no, leave it, and then something makes me turn around and step back over it, because I think it's a message for me. So I collect it up, and this is what happened for this item. So I was walking along, and what did I find in front of me? But this really beautiful crock charm. So if you don't know what a crock charm is, you know the Crocs, the really, really practical shoes. I've got some here. These are my garden Crocs, yeah. And what you do is you put different charms on them. This is my left one, and it's got Kerno, Cornwall on it. And this is my other garden Croc, which has got a green butterfly of transformation. And this one came to me, was given to me really. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's interesting because it is a flower, so I'll put it on the left or the right. In fact, I'll probably put it on the left to add colour to the left, because the black and white of the Kerno flag is lovely, but it blends in a bit with the croc itself, which is black. So I think I'm going to put it on the left half of the matter. So what have we got here? We've got the Crock Charm, And actually, when we look at it, it's petals. The motif is petals of a flower with a yellow centre. So this is quite a hot pink. I'm not sure it really picks up in the camera how, yeah, there a bit, how strong the pink is what I call strong pink. Used to be called Indian pink, I think. I'm not sure if it's still called that, but it's a beautiful, beautiful pink. And there are basically 5 petals, but each petal has sort of divided. It's almost like 5 hearts. I will link this in with another short video that I did, I think, on the Rosa Canina. It was a short a few weeks back, so it's kind of linking in with that. So if you look at this message today, I think there's a link to that message, Rosa Canina. I'll put it in the description box, and if I haven't already linked a video to the Rosa Canina short, I will link this video to that. So pink is a really lovely, powerful colour. It's a colour I love. It's warmth, it's love. It's a divine colour, and it's a colour, interestingly, I didn't discover really till I was 30, which is weird. I was never a pink girl as a child. I was a bit of a tomboy, you know. So it was greens, yellows, particularly green. But yeah, found it very late, but love pink. And it's 5 hearts. I think it's 5 hearts. But also, as I say, each petal is 2, so that makes up 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And what I'm thinking, let's reach for a pointer. Let's use Green's wand. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And there's a sort of a circle or cycle in the middle. So I think this is confirming end of cycles, but it's joy. There's joy at the end of a particular cycle for you that might have been difficult. We have entered Mercury retrograde, I think a while back. I'm not sure how long. I'm not that au fait with the astrology side of things. Very basic in my knowledge there. But I think that for many it's been a bit tricky, and cycles have been coming to an end. But this is the end of the cycle is going to bring you joy, is what I'm feeling for this. So, you know, as ever, take what resonates from the readings, leave the rest. If it doesn't apply today, it might apply another day, another time, but it might simply not be for you. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Come back later or leave it for someone else, is what they say. And it's what I say. So I think this is lovely. It's very auspicious. It's taking, for me, it's really giving me the message to put it on the crock. I'm drawn to put it on the left crock. And so for me, there's an additional message there, which is get your gardening shoes on, Carie. Get into the garden, either to sunbathe or tidy or whatever. I mean, I'm getting the garden. The garden is quite dry, so I'm trying to water sensibly, keep things alive. It's very hard at the moment for all the plants that are sort of under this blazing sun, which they're really not used to. So it's sort of sometimes crisis management a bit. Something in those words. So if there's been crisis management of an issue, guys, it's the end of that cycle. The crisis is over. Yeah. And joy awaits. Love it. Okay, so that was the Crock Charm. What else have we got? So all the other messages are really from today, from this morning. So the first thing I noticed when I came downstairs today, getting things ready, breakfast, all that stuff, was a green woodpecker that had gone from our nut feeder back onto one of the dead trees at the end of the garden, which we're leaving because the birds love to sit in them, and they're ashes. But that's very, very interesting because we never get green woodpeckers here. We've had green woodpeckers in the environment, in our garden and other places, in many of the other houses we lived before we lived in Somerset, particularly those in Wiltshire. And we lived on a private farm, if you like, and there were arable crops around, and there were a lot of green woodpeckers. And I don't know if you've seen them. Go away, Google them, look them up. Is it the RSPB or any other good bird websites? and they're funny. When they move along and they make their noise, it really sounds like someone laughing. So I'm thinking, not only is there a rare bird for us, we get woodpeckers here, but is it the greater spotted, lesser spotted? It's the black, white and red ones that we get here very regularly, but really not the green ones. So there's something in the green, I'll come to that in a second, but there's something in the rarity of rare bird. But you're going to be laughing. It's what the woodpecker was doing. They laugh as they fly along. And I think this also pertains to the joy, the end of the cycle that this portends. And you're going to be laughing with joy, and it'll feel like flowers and wonderful things coming to you. So the green woodpecker. When you look at the green woodpecker, particularly the green woodpecker as a spirit animal or spirit totem, what they give us is that it stands for joy, as we said, joy, as in two for joy, just thinking about that on the channel, joy, and vitality, life force, energy, motivation. And so if that's been waning or is gone, it's coming back. And I think it's linked to coming back at the end of this cycle that has closed, because there's joy coming to you, my friends. Green is my favourite colour as well. I love green. It's also a healing colour. It's also the colour of the heart chakra. And so your heart will be filled with joy, is what I'm feeling here. Lovely cosmic peeps. It's also the sign of the healer, green, and it's also the sign of Archangel Raphael, who has the caduceus with the serpent or snake entwined around it. This is the sign of the healer, and you'll find it in medical motifs as well. So the green woodpecker, joy and vitality, green, healing and healing of the heart. And I really feel that this cycle that's closing out, when you feel joy, it's going to be giving you a healed heart. Your heart has healed for whatever came before, whatever adversity came into your life. Joy is now coming. Fantastic. And so the Crock Charm flower, sunshine, summer sunshine, growth is what I feel. And it's also feet, because it's shoes. You know, a phrase that just came in was, let your feet do the walking. That's interesting, isn't it? So you might be being encouraged to get your Crocs on and go walking. Crocs are amazing because they're really sturdy. You can use them for gardening or general walking, but you can also, if you want to go into water or onto a surface that would hurt your feet otherwise, like, let's say, going into a river or into a stream. And of course, people, if you go and do this, please be safe. This isn't advice, it's only entertainment. So always be safe in what you're doing and exercise sensibleness. You can tread on surfaces that would normally hurt if you were barefoot. And so the Crocs are great because they give you protection from pain underneath, from rough surfaces. So you can go in brooks and streams, even in the sea you can swim in them. And if there are pebbles or sharp bits underneath, you can use them to stand up. So they're a bit protective too, is what I feel. I love Crocs. I don't use them enough, really. Okay, so enough about the Crocs. And you might want to go away and Google crocodiles as spirit animals. I haven't actually done that. I might do that and put it in the description box. It hadn't occurred to me till now. So I may well do this. Okay. Lovely. So as I was coming back home just now from tennis, I played tennis locally here with friends and family. I know, mad in this temperature, but it was lovely. We really enjoyed it. I was shown very clearly a number 7, so in the sticks or whatever on the path. So that's nice. So that's, we're seeing you. It's lucky. You're where you need to be. You're in alignment. I was also shown on my path back today the Elder Futhark Rune, Othila. So Othila is this one. I get this quite a lot. It's one of the ones I get fairly regularly. 7 is the one I get the most. A's are the other one I get the most, and also something that resembles a crutch, yeah, or a support. This one is also fairly regularly. So Othila came today, Elder Futhark, and it's the rune. Okay, it was in the upright, it wasn't sideways or reversed. And what we know, oh, sorry, apologies. I'm just going to put this to airplane mode. There is someone in our group who, when they send lovely WhatsApp texts, they send 20. So I've forgotten about that. Okay, perfect. The Elder Futhark rune, Othila, is about magical properties. So I think you're surrounded in this new cycle, closing out of the old cycle, incoming joy, flowers, like vitality, life, peace, healing of the heart, and these are all magical properties anyway. But what I got particularly when I saw this was your magic. Just those 3 words. You are magic. You're an alchemist with what you do at the moment. You are magic. You are magic. And so it is. But Othila is also about returning to the roots. For me, that's also the words I got channeled were back to basics. The joy's still there. The reward for the getting through the difficult cycle, the end of the cycle, which is finally closing out. I have a feeling it should have closed out a while ago, but there was something kicking the door on the way out. We know this. Look at the previous videos and you'll understand what I mean now. But it's also about home, and it's about belonging. Know that you absolutely belong. And I think part of the dark energy of the end of the last tricky cycle that was, I don't know if it was Mercury retrograde, but it was certainly, you know, a few weeks ago, a couple of months back. Something or someone or a situation tried to tell you you didn't belong, and that cycle is closing out. Not only is it not the truth, it might have been that situation or that person or whatever's truth, but it's not your truth. And I want to say the opposite of that is you are magic. Okay, it's confirmation of that when you see the Othila, this wise rune. Yeah, it's saying home, belonging, returning to roots. It's also, I'm getting from that rooted. I mean, I know that the root chakra is red, but we can also say that this lovely strong pink ain't that far off a nice red. So root chakra, you are rooted, you know it, it's there, and you are magical. So what else did we get today? We got 1414. When I started the reading, and I had to restart a couple of times because I hadn't got my ducks in order. By the time I looked on the clock to begin, it was 1414. So it's double numbers. And as we know, we can add them to get 5. But in this instance, I've been guided to not add them and to take them as 14, you know, the 1 and then the 4. 1, as we know, is new beginnings, and that makes sense. If we've closed an old cycle off, a new cycle begins. Yeah, and it's double confirmation of that. 14, 14, 1, 1. And the other number being 4, which is, of course, stability. Think of the chair legs, think of the table legs. Yeah, new beginnings, stability. New beginnings, stability. 14, 14, as another confirmation on the back of all the other positive messages from before. So it's the double emphasis on 14. New beginnings and stability are here as the new cycle begins. Brilliant. Spirit, thank you for these amazing messages. So, quick sip of the water, and then we're going to get to Charming Bag. I'm just going to go with today, guys, however many charms come out. Shall we do that? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Spirit angels, guides, ancestors, ascended masters, guiding lights. Please come in and give your energies to the bag of charms as we take a few to close this amazing magical signs, symbols and synchronicities, part 7, on this auspicious, wonderful, hot, summer, sunny day, July the 13th. Oh, 3 and 1 is 4. There we go. Again, 13th. And the other 2 numbers are 7, July and 25. Like that. So it's 477. You might want to Google that angel number, 477. Thank you, thank you. Couple of turns of the bag. Let's have a look and see what we are going to be gifted. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Lovely. I'm going to... I love these. I love these. Thank you very much. Wow. Out of the 3 charms that came out, 2 are gilded. Yeah. Enamelled. Sorry, enamelled. So that when a charm is enamelled, and they are definitely in the minority in the bag of charms, we said over 200 in here. I don't know how many are enamel, but it's way less. So when they come out, there's an extra special emphasis on the charm. The first charm that came out, though, was the beautiful shoe. Isn't that funny? We've had shoes. So here we go. Oh, I don't know how to show that to you so you can sit properly. There we go. Little silver shoe. Looks like a sort of a brogue type, isn't it? It's a brogue. So sort of a smart shoe. So you might be getting your smart shoes on. It's also talking about grounded again, like we said, confirmation of grounded root. Yeah, being grounded at the beginning of a new cycle. It refers to the Crocs. But, you know, I'm getting the idea of, you know, get your shoes on, do the walking, let your feet do the walking. Yeah, you're being encouraged to move. And a sort of a wider message around this charm would be, you are being encouraged to move. Now is a time of movement. Now is actually not the time to sit back and expect or wait for something to arrive. It's also movement. But actually looking at it, when the charm is in its right perspective, to me it is pointing to the right, which is the past. Okay, I need to factor this in. This says to me, you've taken the right moves in the past. Yeah, the right steps. Yeah, and because you've so done, you have shifted yourself out of the end of that tricky cycle that came before this new cycle, this new beginning. You took the right steps. And I also drew it with the right hand. Right steps. Love it. Second charm out of the bag. Thank you, Spirit. We are given a sign of protection. It is the beautiful hat. There's a beautiful hat with a bow on it, a lovely red bow. Red is very auspicious. It's enamelled. White is divine. So there's a few messages in this. There's definitely, because it's hot, if you go outside, put your hat on. The sun has got his hat on, and you need to put your hat on so that you don't get heat stroke. Okay, I think there's a bit of a guiding and protecting moment there. Thank you, Spirit. But it's also, this is divine. It's crown chakra. Even though that's a different colour, you are held, known, noticed. What's going on here is divine, is what I'm getting. And it's so divine, it's even got a bow on it. It's the equivalent of, and it's got a cherry on top. So your hat has got a red bow on it. I absolutely love this. This is such a lovely message. Thank you, Spirit. And then finally, we have a second enamelled sign, symbol, charm. It is this tiny, tiny little pencil. And it's funny because the pencil is pink. What have we got? The colours are pink and yellow. So pink we already had. Double pink and yellow. Okay, guys. Pink and yellow. Oh, let's just see if you can see. Pink and yellow. Pink and yellow. Double pink and yellow. Okay, there's another message here. Certainly, the feeling I'm getting is it's written in the stars. It could be about you going away and journaling, diarising, writing poems, writing songs, lyrics, writing to your friend. And in fact, I know I need to do a beautiful card for my friend Veronique in Béziers. Lovely Veronique. Darling, if you're watching, I'm going to send a card. And I need to do that. And I needed to have done it really a few days ago, but I've been busy, so I really need to do it. So it could be the writing. But it's also about you writing your own destiny. And that the connection I'm getting there, guys, is with magical properties of Othila. You're here beginning this new cycle of abundance where you will be feeling love, joy, happiness, red bow on top, because you've taken the right steps in the past. You've taken the right steps. Yeah. So, but double pink and double yellow. So yellow is solar plexus. Now, this varies from reader to reader. I take pink probably to be the third eye. You could say it's a milder version of the root, which is red, chakra, energy center, but I think it's third eye. So I think it's saying, yellow, you followed your gut instinct. You've done the work that needed to be done to bring the solar plexus into balance with the yellow. And with the third eye, which I take to be as pink, you have been guided by your intuition. You've been guided by your third eye, the inner wisdom, the higher self. Yeah. Which is amazing. You've done the work. I love this. I love this. Thank you so much for being here today. I've absolutely loved this Signs, Symbols and Synchronicities Part 7 for you. Please like, share and subscribe. The channel is growing slowly and I'm so grateful for that. Tell your friends, tell your neighbours, tell your family. Help me get those numbers up. If you would like anything particular in terms of a reading, I am also opening personal and private readings. You can contact me directly only using the email in my information on the 2 for Joy channel. Have a look there. And I'm taking those readings now. I am also going to be doing an in-person tarot cafe with a really good friend of mine, Ali, in a few days' time, on the 25th, I think. It's going to be in Somerset. If you want more details about that, you're welcome also to send me an email and I will send you the contact details about that. Should be great fun. Looking forward to that. It's the first one I've done, or we're going to do. If it's successful, which fingers crossed it will be, there's going to be more of those and they will be regular. And that's in person if you happen to be in southwest England, Great Britain. So, what was I saying? Help me grow the numbers. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for being here, for taking the time on this lovely sunny, sunshine-filled afternoon in July. It's always a privilege and an honour to do these readings for you. And I look forward to the next one, Sunday, so probably a couple of days' time. I do have a short that I've done that I'm going to pop up interim as well for you to keep you going. And what I'm going to say is just enjoy life and enjoy the sunshine and take good care of yourselves. Know that you are loved, you are special, you're certainly loved by me in this space and by the universe. You're blessed. Take time to notice the signs, symbols and synchronicities that come for you. They are messages and connections with the divine only for you, for nobody else, only you. So be blessed one and all, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.